How's it going, everybody? I wanted to do a real quick video. It is Monday, my day off, and normally that's when I do my videos. So I got something cool last week, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's a little blast from the past. For those who remember it, you guys will be pretty excited, and for those who don't, well, welcome to my past. It is called the Sega Game Gear. This beautiful thing came out in the early 90s, and it was Sega's answer to the portable Nintendo Game Boy. It had Sonic, of course, and Mortal Kombat and other fun Game Gear games. I picked it up for $15. It does look like it's worth about $15. The button right here got cracked right here. Looks like it's been overused. This one looks pretty good. Got some tape residue on it. A lot of scratches. What I do like about this one, though, is it does have the battery back here. Takes 6 AA batteries both sides. Apparently, a lot of Game Gears nowadays aren't coming with the backs. So some people might have some mismatched battery packs, but this one comes with it. I bought Sonic Chaos with it. I also bought Sonic 2, but this one's the one I'm currently playing over and over again because back then there was no saves. You either beat it or you don't. Another problem that is with this is the sound doesn't work. However, the headphones do. You could plug it into an audio jack or any headphones will work just fine. It's a little quiet, but it's not too bad. Play it late at night when the missus is asleep. Don't bother nobody. Controls are a little slow, but that's probably because it's old. It does turn on. The screen is very dim. The capacitors need to be replaced on it. So let me go ahead and turn it on for you. You see the little Sega logo. You have to hold it at this angle pretty much all the time or else it won't work. So as you can tell, the game is on, but no sound is coming out. I believe the volume is all the way up, but you cannot hear it. Not a problem. I'll show you how slow the gameplay is. This is if you hold it normally. You could tell it's really stinking dim. So you have to play it at this angle. So you can pick either Sonic or Tails. I don't know why it doesn't even matter for me because I never finished the game. So it's loading up pretty slow. This is the start. You can see it's running very slow, but for $15, I consider this a win-win. Could probably find somebody to help me fix the capacitors. Could find them pretty cheap on Amazon. For the tools that I need and the capacitors, roughly about $18. So not too bad. So about a $30 system. And get it up and running new. Oh, look at that. A backward sign. That was weird. So it says I went 905 kilometers per hour. I'm sorry, kilometers per hour. Sorry, Brits. So that was level 1. I'll go ahead and turn this off right here. I really do miss this game. It's funny because this was a portable system and it's very, very bulky. To put things into perspective, I'll take out my 3DS. It's the 3DS XL. And a lot of people were complaining about this system because it's really big. Obviously, it's bigger than the regular 3DS and the DS Lite. But clamshell folds right over, fits right in your pocket. Stacked up to the Game Gear, people in the 21st century need to stop complaining. You think you had it bad with this? Look how bulky this is. You know, you take it on a flight or on the car ride and you have this bulky thing in your back pocket or your front pocket or whatever pocket. This thing would not fit very well. So, 21st century, stop complaining. We also had these bulky cartridges. You know, put that down for a second. Stop complaining. You think you guys have it bad with this? You don't even know. Plus, what you guys can do on the XL that we can't do, you guys could stink and save. The 3DS comes with an SD card, a 4 gigabyte SD card. You'd be lucky if you had 1 megabyte on these things. And that's if you were lucky. So, what I do like and miss about these though, it doesn't work. Just blow on it a few times. I mean, sometimes I can't get it always to work. Oh. But I tell you, kind of have to switch it on and off a couple of times to get it to work. God, I miss those days. Why does everything have to work right out? So, another funny thing, or fun thing, I wanted to show you. I also picked this up too. Another blast from the past. A Game Boy Color. This particular one came out in 1998. I don't know if you guys... Oh, there it goes. 1998. The original Game Boy came out in the early 90s, I believe. This is the color version. Takes 2 AA batteries. This is in really good condition. I picked this up for about $30 at a different retro store. Of course, I'm getting back into retro gaming. I did buy a Retron 5, or I'm sorry, 3. Keep calling it the 5. That's garbage. Don't get the 5. Get the 3 if you get anything. I started playing some of the old Game Boy games, and I decided to get a Game Boy Color so I could take them on the go. The serial number is coming off, but it's in really, really great shape. Only problem I have with this is sometimes the left button doesn't want to register, but other than that, it turns on great. Play it with my beautiful Pokemon Blue. You know, this was a steal. Got it for, like I said the last time, 20 bucks. Most of these are going for 40 bucks or more at retail. You might get lucky and find one online for 30, 35. Some of those aren't in very good conditions. The sticker's all coming off, or no sticker at all. People have their names written on it. I was very fortunate about this one. You know, few marks right here. Other than that, the game is beautiful. It's fading a little bit, but this game is almost as old as I am. So, pop that beautiful boy back in. Show you that this does work. Sound is on this one works perfectly. See, 1995. My goodness. Now, this is color very loosely. Very loosely colored. If you remember, the original Game Boys did not come out on the color. It came out on the original Game Boy. So, the Pokemon actually upscaled the color for the Game Boy Color. If you put it on the Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo, though, it doesn't upscale it quite as good as this one does. I'll show you about that laggy left button here in a second. Let me get into my game. So there's me walking forward just fine. I have to push really hard. See? It didn't want to register right away. And once you push it down a couple of times, it'll register for the most part. But sometimes it just doesn't want to work. But I mean, it's amazing this quality of this Game Boy. I mean, minor scratches. Other than that left button and the serial number coming off. Let me see if I can get into a quick battle with you guys. Oh, psh. Okay. So, yeah, shrooms. So, back then, the Pokemon were very limited on their... I mean, I'm level 16, I still only have 3 attacks, and one of them's a TM. You know, I had to put Bide on him, or else he wouldn't have anything, and I flinched, so... It's not even letting me do anything. It keeps on... Stop biting me! This is very embarrassing. I'll just end this real quick. Got myself a Pikachu. This guy took me literally 25 minutes to find. You could only find him in the Viridian Forest. And it's a 4% chance you'll even find him. 4%. So, a lot of patience. A lot of rocking around. Got him paralyzed. You have to have a lot of patience if you want to find Pikachu in the red and blue versions. That's same for Fire Red and Leaf Green versions for the Game Boy Advance. Lost my train of thought there. He might be too high up. Let me see. Alright. So as you can see, it works perfectly. It's a beautiful piece of machinery. I like the clear. There was between this and a pinkish color. Although I don't have anything against pink, I still think this one was the cooler model. It also looked the best and the cleanest. Is cleanest the word? Most clean? Whatever. It's my day off. I don't care about grammar. See that lag with that left again? You didn't want to go left? Sometimes you gotta force it. Giggity. So, always remember to save your games. This actually has a battery inside the game itself. I actually found that out, that you gotta replace these batteries. Take off this screw here. There's actually a watch style battery in this game. So when it goes out, it will not save. So you got to replace the battery, and the sad thing is if you replace the battery, you lose your saves anyway. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation. Although there's a video I saw with a guy that used an Advance SP to save his save states by simply having half of the cartridge open with it in the console and turned on. Took the battery out and replaced it just fine and had his saves. I don't know if that was fake or not, so I don't recommend doing everything you see on YouTube. But, stacked up next to each other, I mean, not very portable the Game Gear was. The only difference was that they had above the Game Boy was, set aside the color wasn't out yet, the Game Boy wasn't color and nor was it backlit. I mean, as you can see, you have to have this in direct light to see anything. Doesn't want to work. And what do you do when it doesn't work? Good as new. See? No light. Doesn't want to, you know how dim that is? Another thing I hate about this one that's really irritating, if you set it down, it likes to reset. So, but yeah, backlit screen. Could play this in the dark. You had to buy one of those little lamps for this. So, you can see the backlight's on, but you can't see this one. Now, if you want to compare it to today's, I'll put the camera up a little bit so you can see all three of them. This is currently my my portables. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up anyway, because quite frankly I don't care. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and have a good night.